So, this was a couple of years ago, and I've just downloaded Instagram. Yippee, right? I can finally see what my favorite celebrities are doing and what all of my friends are doing. But little did I know that when I downloaded Instagram, it would have some ill side effects that I didn't want, and that would actually hinder my productivity and even go as far as to hinder my mental health and just really make me feel bad. And so today, I just want to quote unquote warn you of the dangers of social media. So first of all, right off the bat, this is probably the single most obvious one. You're simply wasting time on it. Simple as that. It's a time waster. I mean, when I had it, I literally told my mom, "Oh no, mom, I'm only using it to scroll." That's literally what I told her. I'm only using it for the short videos, because I wouldn't really talk to people on there. I really wouldn't do much on there apart from literally scroll. And for most people, that's what it is. It's time wasting. You simply keep on scrolling. Because if you didn't know, Instagram and YouTube Shorts and any scrolling platform is literally made like a lottery. So you see one good post, and then a bad post, and then a good post. Because if you see 3 good posts in a row, you're gonna be like, oh, happy. And then the good post might not feel as good. So they keep you drawn in by giving you some ones that they know you might not like too much. And so when you see one that you would normally like, you like it that much more. And that keeps you that much more engaged. And that gives them that much more money. So simple, made like a lottery, because Silicon Valley engineers want your money, bro. Basically, it's just a time waster for a lot of people. But time wasting is really not that much of big of a deal compared to the next thing that I want to talk about. And that it's when you're on social media, you're literally always comparing yourself. Always. And I had a video a couple weeks back when I talked about whether comparison was the thief of joy. And no, I don't believe that comparison is the thief of joy if you compare in the right way. And when you're using social media, you're comparing in the wrong way, bro. Trust me. If you didn't know, when we were cavemen, stone bashing people in the head type of guys, well, we would live in tribes, and those tribes had up to 150 people max. That was it. And in those 150 people, how many people do you think that you could compare yourself to? Realistically, it would probably be 5 to 10, because for me it would be 5 people that could realistically always compare myself to. Oh, he killed the boar, shit, I gotta go kill the boar. He proposed with flowers, I bet I gotta propose with flowers too. But now you're comparing yourself with thousands upon thousands of people who, guess what? They're all better than you in every single way imaginable. You're on your home feed, you scroll down one post, you see a dude you see Iman Gadzhi with a car and then a watch, and then you scroll down some more, and then you see a person with a hella big house, and he's got a private jet, and then you scroll down some more, and oh, he's got a fancy suit. Instead of comparing yourself to 5 people, you're now comparing yourself to 150,000 people. And then no wonder that the very thing that causes you to do good habits and to simply function like a normal human being is fucked up, which is the next thing I'm going to talk about: your mental health. Your mental health when using social media simply gets absolutely destroyed, and the single greatest reason why is what I talked about. You're constantly comparing yourself, but you're not doing it in a productive way. Because I think if you see Iman Gadzhi, if you see somebody that you look up to and they're a multi-trillionaire and they have all of this stuff, now you can use that as motivation and you can use that as inspiration, and honestly I find that to be great. But if you see thousands of people who have all of the things that you don't have, whether you see it or not, unconsciously, that's gonna do something to your brain, telling you that you're not as good as you think you are. And the last thing I want to talk about is that it's the effects that it's had on society. Honestly, social media has probably hyper-sexualized everything and anything you come across. You go on TikTok, you see ass, Instagram ass, YouTube ass, you see ass everywhere. And that's because ass and bikini pics, well, they get the most likes. And whether you see it or not, the world we live in is a status world, and the people with the most status inevitably have access to the highest quality stuff. And so to get status, people get desperate. And if being desperate means putting bikini pics where you're half naked online, well, people will do that. And so, like, what I meant by hypersexualized is that like now a 12-year-old boy can see like thinks he has an abundance of women, like more abundance than the wealthiest king who has ever lived, just because he's seeing like bikini model after bikini model on Instagram. And then like hypersexualized is that when you see bikini model after bikini model on Instagram, when you go out in real life and you see a girl, you're like, oh, bikini model, right? You instantly correlate just like women and females normally to like bikini models, which is like, that's not it, bro. If you want a normal dating life, that's not hypersexualizing everything. It's not the way to go. Hope I didn't butcher that too much. I'm kind of sick, bro, so like, yeah. Alright, hope this helped you, and I cannot wait to see the progress that you make. Cheers, bro.